pretty much every young man and woman my age or even younger or older will remember Harry Belafonte's two songs, Deo and Shake, 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 Senora, being featured in Beetlejuice. And thanks to Beetlejuice, so many people are actually going to hear that song and go, hey, I know that. That's from Beetlejuice. Well, sadly, a lot of people don't bother to read about who the singer is. Who is this person singing Shake, 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 Senora? Who is this guy? Well, that man was Harry Belafonte. More than just a singer, more than just an actor. A lot of people, when it comes to the civil rights advocacy, civil rights movements of the 60s, a lot of people think of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, but quite a bit of big-name movie stars and entertainers from the entertainment industry actually got together and fought for civil rights. One of those was Harry Belafonte. Actually, two of those. Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier, of course, was a revolutionary, and Harry Belafonte was also a revolutionary. He was, and for the last 2 years, I have been following the life and career of Harry Belafonte, and they've been the best 2 years reading about him and catching up with history. People look at me and they go, yeah, you're too young to know who Harry Belafonte is. Well, no, not when his songs are featured in hit movies, and when you actually discover time and patience to actually read about who these people are and who Harry Belafonte was. I am very grateful and thankful that I got to read about Harry Belafonte and get to know who he was and not just what kind of songs he did, what kind of movies he did, but also his humanitarian work was what really captured me. I've read about the 1963 March on Washington since I was 13, and that name never hit me. I never even knew that he was in the March on Washington until 2 years ago. Not only was he in it, he helped organize it. He was just, some people remember him as an entertainer and some people remember him as a civil rights advocate. I remember him for both. To say Harry Belafonte had a full life, that's putting it gently and lightly. Harry Belafonte had an accomplished life. He had a lifetime. And he was, what a shock. He was the first solo artist to sell 1 million records, to have a record sell 1 million copies. And many, many little girls from that generation actually grew up dancing to his music, playing records in the living room going, yay, and they're going, Harry Belafonte. And then he made a comeback on The Muppet Show where he did the same song, Deo, on The Muppet Show. Oh, I remember the first time I heard of him. Well, of course I heard his songs through Beetlejuice, but never knew that it was Harry Belafonte. But a woman that I knew, she looked at me and she said, if you like Sammy Davis Jr., which I do, you're going to love Harry Belafonte. What should I know about Harry Belafonte? She goes, oh yeah, Beetlejuice? I said, oh yeah. Oh, that's him? It's time for me to check out his other work. She goes, I need to warn you, you better have a sweet tooth listening to Harry Belafonte. Why? She goes, because his voice is pure sugar. His voice was so sweet. And I went, okay. So I listened to 10 of his songs on Spotify, and I just, wow, no auto tracks, no backup tunes, just a humble man wearing a dress shirt and pants, loafers, singing to an auditorium. I just thought, if only entertainers can do that nowadays. I would love Harry Belafonte to be remembered as a fantastic entertainer, spectacular actor, and a barrier destroyer, Next February, I hope schools actually talk about him. I actually want schools to really talk about who Harry Belafonte was and what kind of achievements he did and what makes him such an important figure in world history and the entertainment industry. And all I could say is that I'm very thankful that I got to learn about you, Mr. Belafonte, for the last 2 years. I had a lot of fun getting to know who you were as an entertainer and as a civil rights advocate, and I want to thank you for everything you've done. Thanks to Beetlejuice, your music will live on, and people, hopefully, are going to sit down and read about you, because you are such an important character, because you are such an important human being in human history. Thank you, Mr. Belafonte.